Throughout the United States, approximately 13,000 sheltering organizations care for an estimated 6 to 7 million animals annually. Admission to any shelter or rescue is stressful for animals because of the abrupt change in their environment. Strange sights, smells, and sounds combined with the presence of unfamiliar people and animals result in almost all animals brought into a shelter to experience some level of fear and anxiety. Here at Ingham County Animal Shelter, this common problem with shelters was recognized and a change was made. In 2020, Ingham County Animal Shelter adopted the fear-free sheltering model and the change began. But we didn't stop there.
My name is Roxanne Wilkinson. I am the Behavior and Enrichment Coordinator for Ingham County Animal Shelter, and the position was created because although we did a really nice job of working on the physical needs of the animals, their mental and emotional needs weren't being met so much, and so I came on board to kind of fill in that gap. In our fear-free system, we were seeing a lot of deterioration in the kennels. We were seeing dogs that were, after they'd been here a couple weeks, were starting to become reactive, barking at people who walked by, biting at leashes, being hard for the volunteers to handle, cats that were shutting down and hiding in their kennels and not wanting to come up and see people, so they weren't getting adopted, and just in general, just a lot of stress.
With the common sheltering problems recognized and a new behavior and enrichment coordinator at the helm, it was time for Ingham County Animal Shelter to start implementing the fear-free sheltering practices. This started with each and every staff member, regardless of their role, to complete an extensive fear-free training program, which was comprised of 14 different modules. Each team member had to complete approximately 5 hours of core training, plus additional training specific to their role within the shelter. This training taught staff not only how to identify causes of fear and stress in animals, but also how to combat it.
Right after we started our fear-free things, immediately we closed our kennel wards to visitors to stop the traffic of people walking by. We put blinds on the windows to keep people from peeking in, to give the dogs some privacy. We provided little boxes for the cats to hide in. It makes it easy for kennel staff to clean. Rather than having to pick up a scared cat, they could close the box, move it out of the way, carry them around if they needed to. All of our staff started using gentle handling techniques rather than pinning a cat down. We were using peanut butter, squeezy cheese, churu paste, something to distract them during intake exams and vaccinations.
With staff trained and implementing positive changes, Ingham County Animal Shelter began to see immediate results in reduced fear and anxiety. The next task was how to increase the enrichment of each animal during their stay.
When I first came on to increase animal enrichment, we made sure that every dog had a chew toy and a stuffed animal in their cage every day. Every cat has a scratching post, a toy to play with, a place to hide. We made sure that every dog is getting out of their kennel at least 20 minutes a day. Staff made some big changes. They take every stray and every adoptable dog out for 20 minutes of play to get them out of their kennels, which has really reduced the animal's stress. And we set up an enrichment schedule so that every animal gets something different every day. We use Kongs, busy bags, frisbees with peanut butter and cheese on them, just something different to keep them busy since they have a lot of time alone at night. Fear-free's been a game changer. It's changed staff attitudes and animal stress. We're just seeing a lot of positive changes from it. We've seen a lot of changes in animal behavior since we started the fear-free. From intake on, when they come in, the gentle handling techniques the staff are using are keeping their stress down, so they're not starting out their journey here already stressed out from vaccinations and those kinds of things. The noise level in the shelter has been reduced greatly. We're seeing a lot less barking, which stresses out the cats a whole lot less if they're not hearing the dogs barking. We've seen a huge effect on behavior. Our length of stay, which is the amount of time an animal spends in the shelter on average, is almost a week shorter than prior to fear-free. We've seen a big decline. We haven't pulled a single dog off the floor for what we call cage crazy, where their behavior deteriorates to the point where they're no longer adoptable. We haven't pulled one off in almost a year.
At Ingham County Animal Shelter, implementing the fear-free shelter program has empowered us to reduce fear, anxiety, and stress for each and every animal that enters our facility. With our increased enrichment activities for every animal, new programs being created almost daily, and our ongoing training, our highly trained staff continues to ensure that each animal has the highest chance for success inside and outside of our facility. If you would like to find out how you can further help the animals of Ingham County by volunteering or donating, please visit us online at www.ac.ingham.org or call our office at 517-676-8370.